changed. Me and the team on the same thing. Laid down, never switched up. Only thing changed was the game. I'm in the zone now. Nothing can change what we on now. When I pull up, know it's going down. Put on the gas, ain't slowing down.
Music licensing reimagined.
They won't let me in. Taking no up, yeah, I gotta win. Watch me kick out that girl, they won't let me in. Who running the game now? Put on the gas, get slowed down. No, my team, we holding it down. We know we running it now. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change.
Artlist.io.
Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Tell them it's like I'm taking a shot for my enemies. I can't waste no more time on my energy. I know they not got it on it like go against me. That's a long shot.
Music licensing reimagined.
Who do you feel when they make you the monster? I am not scared of none of you imposters. Taking the lead now while they watching. Think you should leave now while the options. Taking no up, yeah, I gotta win. Watch me kick out the door, they won't let me in. Who running the game now? Foot on the gas, get slow down. No, my team, we holding it down. We know we running it now. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. What's going on, everybody? And welcome to Thursday night with Sports Chat. Thursday night Sports Chat with Mr. 33. I am he, Mr. 33. And as always, we should always start off the Thursday night with Thursday night football. And tonight, the Houston Texans was facing the New York Jets. In some way, shape, or form, the Texans lost the game. The Texans lost to the Jets 21-13. CJ Stroud, he had an off game, 11 for 30, 191 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Joe Mixon had 100 yards rushing, 24 carries for 106 yards. He scored the lone touchdown for the Texans. Tony Dell had 126 yards receiving. Realist, what's going on? 126 yards on 6 receptions. For the Jets, Aaron Rodgers played okay. 22 of 32. 211 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. They had a decent ground game. Breece Hall had 74 yards rushing with 15 carries. And Aaron Rodgers went to Garrett Wilson 9 times, 90 yards, 2 incredible touchdown catches, both one-handed. The second touchdown, he double tapped for the touchdown to give the Jets the lead for good. Devontae Adams had a good game, 7 receptions for 91 yards, and the final touchdown of the night for the Jets. But normally I wouldn't have picked it. I don't think I would have picked the Jets, but I think the Texans was injury ridden. CJ Stroud didn't have his 2 top receivers. Stephon Diggs just went out last week with an ACL. He won't be back this year. And Nico Collins was out with an injury as well. So it was Dell or nobody for CJ Stroud, and that's what it looked like. It was Dell or nothing. because nobody else helped out. But the Texans dropped down to 6-3. The Jets with their win go to 3-6. But it was the update is really about the NFC South, as the Texans still lead the South by a game and a half over the Colts, pretty much, because the Titans ain't doing nothing, and the Jags only got, I think, 3 wins, so nobody's really close to them. But that was the first game of Week 9. Later on, if the people come in and want to make picks, we will go back to this and make picks. But my guy Realist is here, so me and him we'll probably chap it up about. Well, we are gonna chap it up. Realist, what do you think about Raw Monday night? What you thought about that? I found it very interesting. Well, first of all, they leaked the footage of what's going to happen tomorrow, right? I don't know how. It must, like us, me and Word, we was having Coach D, Word, we was having a conversation. That must have been pre-recorded because it's on the internet already. What happened was Jimmy and Jay have a moment in the ring, and the new bloodline come through and want to tear things up and try to jump them, and they got away. So in the meantime, a whole bunch of nothing goes on as far as the rest of them, the Viking Raiders win the tag team tournament. Yeah. Then a bunch of nothing, but Sami Zayn and Sami Zayn wants to talk to Jay about going back to the bloodline. And he's like, nah, you don't understand this. This is a family thing. You know what I'm saying? So they dip off. But Jay was going to have a conversation with him like, yo, come join us so we can get this over with and we can go back to our business. So by the end of the show, they Jimmy and Jay, they see yeah, right. So they caught him talking to Solo and at the car. So they're like, yo, I'm telling you, we can't even count on it. It's only us. We all we got. So what ended up happening, I think the old bloodline is going to fight the new bloodline at Crown Jewel. I think that's part of the card now. Remember, I was telling everybody they were going to add a match last Friday. I said they'll probably add a match by Monday, and I think that's the match that they added. They don't mention who's the 3 of the new bloodline they're going to fight, but they got Roman and Jimmy and Jay going to fight them. 3 of them. So we got to find out officially. We'll probably find out officially tomorrow or today if it's 12 o'clock. Later on, who's fighting, who's going to be in that fight. But like I said, other than that, the card was still regular. Same old. Damian Priest beat up on little Dominic Mysterio, even though Dominic Mysterio won the match. Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins was fighting in the background. They're still fighting all over the place. Nothing too tough though. Nothing really gravitating towards that. The end of Raw, or like I said. But it also goes to show how much the bloodline story is still overwhelming everything. Because like I said, they keep coming over, switching shows and shows. Now Jimmy could go to he can come to Raw whenever he wants, but nobody got a belt. So how is that even happening? You know what I'm saying? So They about to do something about that. But didn't Dirty Dom pin? Yeah, he did pin him. Damian Priest, he pinned him. But after the match, he went in there. He started beating him with the chair. Damian Priest, yeah. He beats him with the chair. He do the fake. He do the razor's edge. They start, choke slamming him. He gets Carlito choke slams him. So they had that little squabble. But the rest of it is like minor. The triple threat, the triple tag team match. Yeah, it'd be wild. You see that man beat that man with the chair. You sit there trying to go in there and say, "I'm not saving nobody." You see them girls got up out of there real quick. They're like, "I ain't messing with this tall dude. That dude crazy." And here go Carlito with his fake afro, his Puerto Rican afro. He going in there trying to save the guy, and he end up getting whooped. He get whooped out. The triple threat match, I forgot the little name. Chad Gable, he helps. He want to beef with Rey Mysterio and them. So he get them out the way, and then the Viking Raiders win that triple threat match. So now they got to fight the Judgment Day, either the Monday coming up after this thing, or I don't see how they. Well, they might fight them in the Crown Jewel. Who knows? But the Judgment Day is gonna be fighting the old Viking Raiders. I don't know what they call now for the belts. But like I said, other than that, it wasn't too much to talk about as far as Raw. But like I said, I'm just trying to get the card down. I mean, I don't really want to watch Crown Jewel because it's not exciting. The only exciting thing, like I said, is always going to be the Bloodline. So now we got to figure out if they get jumped, who's going to help them after the fact. The word, my 33 brother, what's going on with you? So if that match is official and the Bloodline is fighting the Bloodline, the three-man tag, if the fourth member of the new Bloodline jump in, who's gonna fight those dudes? Who's gonna come in and save them? You know what I mean? So that's gonna be like the only interesting part for me. But like I said, other than that, I could care less about that pay-per-view. Well, it's a pay-per-view, but if you got what do you call that channel? Peacock, you can see it. If you got Peacock, the old Peacock used to be free. I don't know if they charge it. I think they are charging now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that thing is always gonna go on. But Liv got to fight. Liv got to fight Nia Jax. So Rhea Ripley may check. I don't know. It's gonna be. I think the girl Tiffany gonna try to cash her belt in, cash in on with the Money in the Bank case that night, because there ain't nothing else exciting gonna happen. So I think she's gonna cash in. It may be against Nia. If Rhea Ripley comes in and chase him out the way, then I can see her cashing in on Liv Morgan. Yeah, I can't take you. You do too much to fake blood. So either way, I think she's gonna cash in, because wasn't Money in the Bank like around this time? She done had this damn thing for damn near a year already. How long you could have the Money in the Bank briefcase? But I've been miscounting lately. We thought Jay had the belt for a while. It was only 28 days. So we don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So, like I said, tomorrow we already seen most of the conversation tomorrow with Roman Reigns and Jimmy and Jay. We've seen that conversation. It's all they leaked the video out already. So it ain't much to talk about when it comes down to that. NXT, they got some nice guys down there. They got some decent guys down there. So now it's like you trying to figure out who's coming up next, right? Like I said, I know they got Whoop That Trick getting ready to come out. He got to come out of there because that storyline they got with him, he just talking most of the time. He get attacked and he talking, then he beats him, then he talks some more. He needs some real competition. I don't know how long people could just stay in NXT, but sooner or later they got to bring him out, right? You got to bring him out just because you need the freshness of the new guy coming out there. I don't know. Yeah, but for who? See, that's the storyline, right? But for who though? Right? They got Sammy talking to Solo. So now what? He gonna come down there and get in the way? Yeah. So it's gonna be it's an interesting storyline because what he gonna do? He gonna if he do come in down there and fight the fight for them at Crown Jewel, then he come in and save Roman and them that day. I don't know. That's what it's. I'm telling you, sooner or later, Paul Heyman gonna come in and stop that thing. I don't know if it's gonna be Saturday, and I definitely don't know. I mean, I know he'll be there by War Games, but for sure, I don't know about tomorrow. I mean, Saturday. Yeah, I could say tomorrow because it's Saturday. It's Friday night now. They just brought 3 new girls. That's why Lash over. Yeah, I think so too, realist. I think either that or they'll give it to. Will they give it to the what's the Damage Control? Just so Jade and Lash could have that battle, that one-on-one battle that seems to be unavoidable. You know what I mean? I know word we hate when I say that, right? But they might. I can't see them. Listen, I just see Jade and Lash having that fight. That one-on-one. I seen Bobby Lashley over at AEW, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know the story behind that situation, but they were trying to say Bobby Lashley was racist or something like that. I don't know what they talking about, but I knew he wasn't going to Impact with MVP. I knew that, so I knew he had to go on over there. But that's why that was interesting. Somebody asked Triple H about that, like, yo, why is there no black people on the main card with like they're not on the main cards of a lot of these pay-per-views, or they're not main eventing. Yeah, I mean, when you really look at it, there's nobody really fighting, no black people fighting on the like Crown Jewel and not the major ones, the little small ones. No, I thought he was at. Is he there? I thought that was Sheldon Benjamin with MVP. Unless he went over there to join Sheldon Benjamin and MVP. But see, that just goes to show you I'm not even paying attention. I thought they was in Impact or TNA, whatever the hell that thing is called. But that's why I said I gotta start watching the AEW. Shout out to Commander because she's like, yo, they trying to do something at AEW, but I gotta get the likes in there. Oh, okay. What up, 9? Commander, I spoke you up because we was just talking about AEW. So, we was but how the pay-per-views realist with AEW. Like, I don't like this. I don't like what I'm hearing, so I got to catch it myself because they be like, yo, it's like low rated. Nobody be going. The crowd ain't into it. All type of weird stuff. And I'm like, how could you have wrestling matches and nobody involved? Nobody's into it. So either the technical matches is trash or something to that extent. But you gotta start. I gotta start getting into that. Okay, the ups and downs. Yeah, you know, ever since I found out, what you call it, he retired again. I think this was personal this time, Daniel Bryan, because he been twisted. He been throwing his body out of proportions forever. But shout out to those little cruiserweight type dudes, Daniel Bryan. I don't know how Rey Mysterio's still doing this. He been doing this for damn near 25 years. He's still going hard, right? So you got those little people. They still giving it they all, but it's just different for those little dudes. And then even that push for Rey Mysterio win the belt, that was the little engine that could. Who's a vampire? But I just saw John Moxley up. Well, that's Dean Ambrose. They got him trying to click up a crew or whatever. I'm like, I gotta pay attention to this a little bit because he's always been an independent guy. You know what I mean? Then he got his lady over there. I think Ricochet. I don't know where Ricochet. Where's Ricochet? Where is he in? Is he in AEW or the other one? Because the announcer lady, she left because he left. That's the speculation as far as the ring announcer lady. Don't judge him. Don't point our ages out, Commander. But he's up there though. Like I said, he I remember him when he ain't had a mask. That's how long he been fighting. He been fighting for damn near 30 years. I said 25. I was being nice. He been fighting for damn near 30 years. And like all that twisting and turning and jumping up the top rope and cross body diving, and that takes a tear. So those guys is very they got some duration with them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Commander, that's the guy. His name is Dirty Dom Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio. He in the WWE. He in a group called the Judgment Day. They be fighting each other from time to time. The daddy fighting his son. I be trying to tell people, y'all talking that smack. I ain't seen the LeBron Bronny thing. That was in wrestling. You know what I'm saying? I seen Rey Mysterio fight with his son. I remember when his son was so. This how long he been there, Commander. Rey Mysterio been there so long. His son was little, and they tried to do a storyline like his son wasn't his son. It was Eddie Guerrero's son. That was like 20 years ago. That's how long he been fighting, and he was fighting way before that. And his son would come and tell you, not my daddy. Eddie's my daddy. They try to do a Jerry Springer. Episode. They was at their lowest of low times over there because that was a real storyline. That was a storyline for real. Vince said, y'all make something happen. He made that storyline up, and I was crying. I was crying like, yo, they talking in Spanish. I'm like, yo, what are they saying? And he like, that's my son. That's it. I was crying. And then that's like maybe a year before he died, a year and a half, maybe before Eddie Guerrero died. They was going hard with that storyline. But that's what I'm saying. We understand the entertainment part of the WWE, right? But they also throwing some good matches. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, I Commander, we don't even know, right? That could be possible. Ain't nobody take no DNA tests, right? So we don't know. But when you look at these wrestling venues, excuse me, right? You got some guys that had a good storyline, but the matches got to fit the storyline, and sometimes they don't be fitting. So that's why it's hard for me to like just go over there and watch the other sport, the other wrestling uh groups, the AEWs and things like that. I can watch a little bit of it, but I can't just watch the pay-per-views. I gotta watch it all so I can understand what the storyline is. Right. So okay, like they said, Bobby Lashley just got over there. Now if I turn to it, I gotta understand, okay, you went over there, now you regrouping with MVP, but y'all was just beefing before y'all left. But now I gotta watch how they get it all together. But I'm still a fan. And I remember when you guys just left over there, y'all was beefing like a mug. So what y'all coming over here for? I don't realize. I'm not going. I truly believe Roman's going to win and then have to pick one of the belts. And then that crown jewel thing. If he still got the belt by the crown jewel next year, he gonna. I don't want this little cheap ruby belt. I want the real belt. Let me get everything back. Because nobody never beat him for the other belt. They just took the belt from him and split it two ways. You know what I'm saying? So he never lost he never lost one of them belts. Well, he lost the belt to Cody, so he didn't lose Gunther's belt. So yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, right? You just gotta I guess we gotta be consistent in watching the AEWs and things like that. It's just hard because that's not a part of how Magic go win this. Yeah, that is crazy. Nobody even think about that belt. Either he gonna win the Rumble or get screwed by The Rock to set them up for a match. I didn't think about that, realist, but that could be possible. Especially, it's the speculation is The Rock gonna try to come back and fight Cody for the belt. I don't know if that's gonna be wow. I can't see The Rock fighting nowhere else but WrestleMania. You see what I'm saying? And then this is gonna that Royal Rumble is gonna start the John Cena farewell tour, right? He gonna fight WrestleMania. He gonna fight to survive the Royal Rumble. It ain't Survivor Series no more. Summer Jam. My bad, y'all. SummerSlam. Do imagine y'all see this summer. I can imagine y'all see this SummerSlam. Talk about you can't see me. Oh God. But SummerSlam, and then whatever not the Royal Rumble, War Games, Survivor Series, whatever they call it, that'll be it. That'll be crazy though. If I ever see John Cena at a SummerSlam, I would be straight crying. Oh boy, that would be a crazy one. But yeah, so it's time for I have to be a little bit fairer and actually watch these things like I said. So I gotta get myself worked up to watch the AEW events and see what they talking about. Even though they got all the old people, Tony Schiavone, I think Jim Ross is still there. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if Taz is still announcing with those two, but I think I hear them. I think about Raw is War Days. You know what I'm saying? Except for the Jerry Lawler ain't there, but it has to be entertaining. Hopefully AEW has this entertaining moment so they can keep me there, so I can watch it. But if I have to stick it out, I'll stick it out though. Somebody was asking me about they go up, yeah, they do, and that's what I'm saying. So it gotta be interesting because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm ready to stop watching Raw because that is not interesting to me no more. When you sit back and look at this thing, it's like, wow, that's crazy. There's no interesting attributes to this shit, right? You got the only thing interesting is when I almost called him Elijah Wood. My bad, y'all. I'm tripping right now. Xavier Wood gonna turn on the African Jamaican, Kofi Kingston. He from South Africa. They showed the clip before, and Triple H was talking to him like, "Yo, wait a minute. What happened to your accent? Ain't you from Jamaica?" I'm like, "Yo, that's crazy." I'm like, "Yo, they just pulling all the punches." But that's what I'm saying. The promos on the WWE be funny because they be taking shots at people, throw low key subs and all that. It makes you think like, yo, we do this every day. So, but it's just like I said, there's so much going on with that thing. Do they have the official matches there? I think so. Let me see. Like I said, they had the matches already down there. And I think I posted some of those on the community wall, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Cody Rhodes, Gunther, Kevin Owens, we know that one. Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, we know that one. We know about the triple threat, the women's four-way tag match. But I think I posted it how they're going to have Roman and them fighting at the Crown Jewel. So, because even in that leaked promo, he's like, "Yo, we're gonna go to what you call it. We're gonna go to Crown Jewel. We're gonna get this thing done and see what happens after that." So, I just don't know which three of the bloodline they're gonna fight if that story is true. But it's gonna be interesting. Like I said, like I said, most of us is just gonna watch it for the bloodline match. I can't unless something drastic happened in the Seth Rollins match, like CM Punk comes in and trashes him, let Bronson Reed destroy him with all those splashes and stuff like that. I'm like I said, I'm not too keen about the championship fight. So the women's or the men, or the women's is we gonna see if the Tiffany gonna cash the belt in. But other than that, it's just a whole bunch of hoopla and nonsense and all of that other stuff. So we're gonna see though. But Word, you still in the chat? Don't think I ain't gonna put you on blast, but you know what you did. Going back. Commander, you still here too? Cause now we're gonna go backwards a little bit. Cause I waited for you guys. And we had already spoke about the Jet game, the Jets beating the Texans tonight. And now, if you guys are here, you can pick your games. Well, you could pick for a week. For those that don't know, Word and Coach D and Mr. 33 were co-winners. They came out of it with 12 wins and 4 losses each. Commander missed a few games. Yo, I know. I don't know what you did last summer. I know what you did last week. I know that. But okay, so Commander, you can't pick today's game. I'm just curious, Commander, who would you pick from the Jets in the Texan game? Just let me know who you pick. No, I'm just joking. They're saying the New Orleans Saints is playing the Carolina Panthers. That's one game. The Commanders is playing the Giants. The Dolphins are playing the Bills. Miami Dolphins versus the Buffalo Bills. Those are the first three games. I said Saints and Panthers, Commanders and Giants, Dolphins and Bills. The Giants are at home? Oh, okay. I know who to pick with that game then. Yeah, Diggs went down. He went down Sunday in the last game. Copy that. So yeah, so for the Texans, he didn't have no receivers tonight. I mean, he had to do Dell, but other than that, all his other receivers were hurt. So he was trying to figure out who to throw the ball to. So yeah, he picking two. Uh the Saints versus the Panthers. And I said the Commanders versus the Giants, the Dolphins versus the Bills. I just gave you three games because I don't know which games you heard. So I just threw those first three games out. Lady Shay didn't do that bad. She won 5 and lost 7. But the week before that, she had 9 and 4. She was on, y'all. But y'all know. But in the meantime, yeah. So I mean, I know word that he be wanting to do the injury report. So for him, he could wait. But I don't know. I think Bussett might go live tomorrow. I don't know. I think he need to start writing down some things because he be having topics and then he be like, I forgot the topic that fast. So he might have to write some topics down. Shout out to Bussett because he did his little premiere for the first time. And I don't know if everybody caught the premiere, but he said he appreciated everybody sharing them out and things like that. So shout out to those that shared them out. He appreciates that very much. Sometimes when you do this, you try to make it as comfortable as possible. She said Panthers. She said the Panthers. Wow. Panthers. She said the Giants. Giants. Bills. The Chargers versus the Browns. The Patriots versus the Titans. Then the Cowboys versus the Falcons. Atlanta gonna go crazy down there. I be hearing about the Atlanta, New Orleans people. They be going at it. I thought New York and Philly didn't like each other. They said down in Atlanta, the Falcons and the Saints, they be throwing hands in them games. I'm like, y'all be doing the most. Ain't nobody won nothing but the Saints but one time. I don't even know how they be beefing like that, but hey. So the Chargers versus Browns, Patriots versus Titans, Cowboys versus the Falcons. So, in the meantime, Oh, in the meantime, congratulations to the Los Angeles Dodgers. I ain't forget about y'all, but they won the World Series yesterday. They 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 beat the Yankees 4-1. The MVP was Freddie Freeman. For those of you that's in that Atlanta area, y'all know who Freddie Freeman is. Y'all loved Freddie Freeman. He played for y'all for all those years. Y'all thought he was old and washed up. And he said, I'm out of here. He went to LA, got a couple dollars. Now he done got another championship. So, that's why I say, nutrition and things like that, it can keep you around your sport for a long time. It's your energy, your effort is what's going to keep you there too. Your patience, your what do you call that? Your desire to stay active, the willpower to do those exercises. Right? For example, I was watching the Jet game and it was a key for me, it was a key play, even though the play didn't count, right? So it was 3rd and 9. And the Jets had the ball. And Aaron Rodgers was in the shotgun. They snapped him the ball. He scrambled for the first time. He scrambled and got the first down, but they called a holding penalty. But the thing that I noticed was that the way he moved out the pocket, he made himself comfortable to his surrounding, right? So he know that's the turf that they played at MetLife Stadium. That's where he tore his ACL last year. But some way, shape, or form, he was moving like he was 35 and had that confidence like, yo, I'm going to get this first down. I know this thing ain't going to pop. I'm not worried about that. Where before he was throwing off his back foot, he was throwing with his upper body only type scenarios. That's where I think all those interceptions came from. He was forcing the issue and he was throwing out of position because, you need both your legs to study a great pass. And a lot of his passes have been short. But at the same, like even tonight, he only threw for 27 yards in the first half or something like that. 37, 27, something like that. But he turned it around and got those 3 touchdowns in the second half. But he looked comfortable. Looked is not a word, but it's a word for us. He looked comfortable, and then once he started looking comfortable, he was throwing the ball with a little bit more accuracy. Maybe it was because the Texans were playing man-to-man defense or that soft cover 2 at times. Whatever it was, they allowed him to get some momentum, and he came out in the second half and got those 3 touchdowns going. So it's always different when the older quarterback gets confidence, right? Just like what's the guy in Atlanta? Kirk Cousins. He blew his ACL out last year too. But he was moving a lot better than Aaron Rodgers, even though his ACL was blown out like maybe 7-8 months ago. Aaron Rodgers was blown out over a year, but he looked afraid to even put everything on that ACL. Sometimes when we injure our bodies, we injure it so much that it plays in our minds too, whether it's sports or real life. So he had to do the best that he could, but to get over the physical part. But I don't really think he got the mental part out. So, it's just the way things go. We always think it's just physical that we got to recover from, but sometimes it's the mental part of that, the attribute too. So, but going back to Freddie Freeman. So Freddie Freeman, he twisted his ankle They like, yo, he's playing poorly. He didn't do nothing in none of the division, none of the playoff games before the World Series. But when he got to the World Series, he hit a home run in every game except for Game 5. So he was hitting around 300 and had 12 RBIs. So they had no choice but to give him the MVP. And he deserved it. But I'm saying is we got to stop putting these older people that's playing the game. Copy that. So just because somebody is older and it takes them a little bit more time to heal themselves, it doesn't mean they're not going to be themselves when they come back from the injury. So like even Aaron Rodgers, he looked like he's coming back, but like I said, it took him 9 weeks to get himself in order. Or maybe the fact that he was tired of losing made him say, you know what, let me get myself together. They was on a 5-game losing streak. So it's different, but I don't even know who's not playing tomorrow. I probably picked tonight myself. So, you know, it's just like the injury bug seems to hit everywhere, whether it's, baseball, football, even wrestling, right? Everybody say these injuries are fake and all of that other stuff. Man, listen, you teared your pectoral muscle is not fake. You sitting there twisted your ankle and stuff like that. Like I was watching NBA game, right? And the guy was running around on the Utah Jazz. He was running towards the basket. He tried to cut back away from the basket. His whole right leg snapped. While he was laying down, the leg was facing the crowd. Like literally, he's laying on his back, like right in front of the basket. His leg had a 45-degree angle. Just sitting there stuck. Not sitting there stuck. He broke it. He broke his knee or something. And everything twisted to the right, facing the crowd. They called the timeout immediately. They stopped the game because of that. That's how crazy it looked. If y'all go ahead and if you Google, the guy that broke his leg, y'all see exactly what I'm talking about. Like, wow, that's super crazy. But, for all the time, it can't beat nobody. I mean, for all the time, people, they can delay it, but they'll never defeat it. So you got to enjoy these people while they're here, right? Like everybody was mad at Tom Brady. He in the booth now, talking about come on back and play. Yeah, okay. Y'all want him to play? Y'all go ahead and have fun with that. But the attrition of these players are different than it was before. They got the conditioning coaches and all of those things like that. So it's just a different animal. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, word, there ain't no boxing matches coming up, right? Not until like the middle of November, if I'm not mistaken, correct? All right, so I'll pick my games out loud. Saints versus Panthers. I'm gonna go with the Saints. Commanders versus Giants. I'm gonna go Washington. I don't know what's going on with the Giants. Bills versus Dolphins. Every time the Bills play the Dolphins, I always pick the Bills. I don't know what it is. I never trust the Dolphins. Chargers versus Browns. I know Jameis Winston won his game the other day, but I'm gonna go with I almost said Phillip Rivers. I'm gonna go with Justin Herbert with Chargers. Patriots and Titans. I'm picking the Patriots. I don't know why. I don't like Mason Rudolph. Cowboys versus Falcons. I like the Falcons safeties, so I'll pick the Falcons. I'll pick the Bengals over the Raiders. The Broncos versus the Ravens. Wow. I'll come back to that. Bears versus Cardinals. I see you, Commander. You said Falcons. Commander, I picked the Bengals for you because they're playing the Raiders. I know you don't like the Raiders. That good? That's a good idea. Broncos versus Ravens. Will the Ravens find their way back? That's an interesting question. Broncos Ravens. I'm gonna go with. Damn. I want to say ball. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Bears and Cardinals. Wow. I'm gonna pick the Bears because they have a winning record, even though the Cardinals are like right below everybody for first place in the West. They'll find a way to lose it for themselves. Cardinals. The Jags versus the Eagles. I'm going with the Eagles. The Eagles are playing good football, so I picked them. The Rams versus the Seahawks. That's a pick 'em. I don't think DK Metcalf is playing, so I'm gonna go with the Rams. Lions versus Packers. They should have flexed this game to the 8:00 game. I don't know why they didn't. I'm gonna go with the Lions because they don't know if Jordan Love is playing. But you guys got until Sunday to pick it if you choose. That's what you want to do. Colts and Vikings. Obviously, the Vikings. I don't care about Joe Flacco coming in to do nothing. And of course, I'm gonna pick the Kansas City Chiefs over the Bucks. So my picks are in, everybody. Just to show y'all, I'm with the smoke. I got the Saints. I got the Commanders. I got the Bills. I got the Chargers. Bills and Chargers. That sound crazy, right? Pay your bill. They charge it to me. I said Chargers. I picked the Patriots over the Titans. I'm picking Atlanta because they're at home. I'm picking Cincinnati. I'm picking Baltimore because they're home. He playing? Bears versus the Cardinals. I picked the Cardinals. I'm going on a limb with that one. I'm picking the Cardinals. Jags and Eagles. I went with the Eagles. Rams versus Seahawks. I'm going with the Rams. They're trying to make the NFC West like the NFC North. Like everybody's like literally a half game behind each other. But I think it's a three-way tie, like the 49ers, the Seahawks. What's the other team? The Cardinals. Rams, Seahawks, 49ers, and the 49ers. They're all that got. Okay. You ain't picking the Packers, so we know you ain't going for that. And then they had Green Bay, too. That's why I say, let me pick everything now before I change my mind. I hate when I change my mind because I change my mind. I can't go back and change the picks. I try to be as honest. I am as honest as possible. But I don't put no asterisks. I was going to pick them. I wanted to change my... Nah, I ain't doing that because I got to stand on my picks. I said the Chiefs are going to beat the Bucks. Vikings are going to beat the Colts. I got the Lions over the Packers. The Rams over the Seahawks. Eagles versus Jags. I got the Eagles. Cardinals versus Bears. I got the Cardinals. Baltimore versus Denver. I got Baltimore. Cincinnati and Oakland, Las Vegas. I'm going with Cincinnati. I'm going with the Falcons over the Cowboys. I'm going with the Patriots over the Titans. Chargers versus Browns. And that's what I'm going with it. Oh, Bills over Dolphins. And Washington over the Giants. Those are my picks. I think the word is holding off on his picks till tomorrow. That's cool. Commander, if you ever get a chance, you can always pick the rest of the games. I have you down so far. The Panthers, Giants, Bills, Falcons, Bengals. If you want to pick the rest, just put it on the community wall. So that way I could place it on the sheet, and then we can go from there. That goes for anybody else, right? Even if you hear the replay. If you want to, join the fun and pick the week football games, you are feel free to do so. Just put it on Mr. 33's community wall, so where I can get it, and then I could play it. Well, once you give me your picks, your name is going to show up, and what I'll do is I'll add you to the list as long as it's before Sunday, before 1:00. So that way somebody can't turn around and say, yo, I want to pick as soon as somebody scores a touchdown. That's not fair to those that's already picked. And that's there's just something wrong with that anyway. So if you want to get down and make these picks before Sunday, like I said, feel free to hit the community wall. I do have a post about the schedule and things like that. So, like I said, feel free. It don't cost you nothing. It's for entertainment purposes only. It's for us to see how much you pay attention to the sport of football. I mean, like I said, we could talk about basketball and all of that other stuff, but he said I picked what it was. Yeah. And that's the crazy part, right? Because they had them, and then I think they took their foot off the pedal because they was up first 7-0. And then the Jets scored, and then they scored again, and then the Jets scored like 14 unanswered after the 10-7 deficit. I just think he played better in the second half, a whole lot more than the first half. So I wasn't surprised that happened. I just think his ego got in the way. I think he let his ego go because he didn't want to lose. He didn't want to lose 6 in a row. He said, "I passed out after that." I hear you, my guy. So, wait a minute, you going live? When you going live? Oh, that's crazy. That's funny because I saw your post and it said 11-2. And I'm like, 11-2, that's Saturday night. He ain't going live tonight. But I didn't know you was going live tonight. But as y'all already know, we will be there. Shout out to the word. And I think he's going to talk about, is this the man conversation? If this is the man conversation, I got to stay awake because I need to hear what the ladies going to say. Ladies, shout out to the word in this group. Commander, he's slick, right? Because technically, what he do is he puts the next day, but I guess he forgot. He must have thought today was the first. Well, yesterday was first. Oh, okay. Nah, but we pretty much finished over there. I mean, like I said, I don't know if Commander want to pick today or she want to pick tomorrow. Whatever she decide to do, I'm with it. I made my picks tonight though, so everybody knows Mr. 33 is in there. I think Commander made her first, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She didn't pick the Chargers and Browns or the Pats and the Titans, but she can wait if she choose to. She could do whatever she likes. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, wait, that's why I'm thinking he ain't doing it live. That's what made me come on a little bit later because I'm like, all right, he might want to stay up a little bit and talk about these games. So
What up, Nine?
what up now?
That was my manly voice. Did it work?
Yeah, it did. I was like, wait a minute,
What
this
up,
ain't
Nine?
you almost sound like Word. I'm like, wait, am I somebody trying to prank me?
Get ready
Holla.
for a show.
What up though?
What up, though? What up, what up?
What up? Nah, it ain't nothing.
Care about how you feel?
Yo, it's
Feel
the
about how you
word.
care? No, I'm just kidding.
It's the word. Before we start, let me get into it.
To the chat.
Let me get into the chat.
Let me
Yo,
get into the chat.
let me stop because I know what he trying to do. He gonna clip Mr. 33 and now I'm gonna be in a promo. He think he's so slick.
Yeah, do it again.
What's that? What up though? Oh, y'all talking in the oh nah, you try to set me up. Oh, I forgot you. I forgot you HR. My bad. My bad.
He said he definitely does not sound like that. That's how you sound to us.
What up though? What up though? I know I heard it. You ain't I heard it in the video. I'm like, here you go.
Here he goes.
Then his commander said something too. He got us all. He even got Lady Shay in there to talk about. I'm the hostess with the mostest. Shout out to Lady Shay though. She
He's
might
so
pop
cute.
in. She might pop in talk about. Well, if you know, you know. No, I don't know. But
That was awesome.
yeah, she she's unique. You can't make nothing up like that. So shout out to her. You guys are awesome. You guys are really, really awesome. You, Commander, uh,
Everybody.
everybody, even Tates
What you
when
mean
she
even to eat?
no, I'm saying because
That
I don't
sounded bad.
no because nah, it do sound bad, but it's on this channel, so she's never been on this channel, so everybody don't know who I'm talking about. But
Oh,
she's part of the 9%. Shout out to the 9%. That's that's affiliated with Mr. 33, the Word Commander Tates, BDB,
that's to
Santina
eat,
Love.
y'all.
That's
Mukbang.
Tate. Yeah, that's Tate
Santina
Eat
love.
y'all.
Mukbang.
She gonna tell y'all get yourself a word. Nah, 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 boo boo. You know. But shout out to the 9%. It's a group of. Well, I'll let Commander explain what the 9% is on Mr. 33.
Oh, great. I have to go read it. It's a group of individuals coming together. Each have their own channel for the coming together. Hold on. Let me go look it up. You said it last time.
I didn't. I'm waiting for you. I ain't gonna
The
lie.
word knows it perfect because I got it from him.
Look at Mr.
Each.
It's petty time. Go ahead, Commander.
No, go ahead.
No, he over there trying to be petty. Talk about it's petty time from go. So as soon as we get over there, he being petty. But go ahead, so they understand who the 9% is on Mister 33, because this is a different channel. Oh, she trying to find it, y'all. She gonna find it because she is the HR of the 9%. She ain't letting nobody just come through and do nothing. So if y'all want to get in, y'all got to go through the commander, the minister of the 9% defense. She calling all the shots for the defense. Coach D was calling it for the offense, but he stepped aside. Oh, there you go. I got it for y'all.
Okay,
So
I got lost.
the
Go ahead, read it off.
9%. The 9% is a league of extraordinary individuals that decided to come together and use their various talents to raise the level of consciousness and promote self-development. Each has their own channel. And shout out to them because, like I said, they vary. Word is the motivator, the enlightener. Busted Down Brown, he is the encourager.
Also, the enlightener, encourager.
Yeah, that too. What Commander said. BDB is the music man / artist / Mr. BDB is the utility belt. If word is Batman, BDB is the utility belt.
He's also the mediator.
That too. That's why he the utility belt. He the only one that can keep word up to date. Besides, well, Tay is the she the first lady of the 9, but in the capacity of she's the only one that could level up to the CEO and the COO. She the COO. Word is the CEO. But they've been doing this together for a long time. We truly appreciate them. Tay eats. She do mukbang. She do life numbers. She do a lot of things. She's a utility belt too. Santina Love, shout out to her as well. She do mukbangs as well. So, and then like I said, Commander is the HR, the minister of. She's the minister of defense for the group. She will take you down. Don't come for them. She gonna put y'all in the shoe program.
And Gary, you hold all of us down.
I try.
He tries to keep us on track, but even though we're always veering off, he tries.
Yeah. They be doing me wrong. But like I said, this sports
he puts us
channel
back in line.
This sports channel is really, the idea of bringing everybody together, but it was thought about in a grouply manner. Like, hey, we need to just do something about sports. And since I'm the guy that loves sports, I took it upon myself and said, let's make Mr. 33 happen, with hence the name Mr. 33. But if y'all want to know what the 33 is, y'all gonna have to come on over and understand what 33 truly is, either from word or the Madam Miss Tay Eats. So, because we do a lot of things, we just want to keep people enlightened and pushing forward, but we also trying to bring people together. And this page, this channel in specific, is to bring everybody together through sports. We can have the conversations. We can argue about this team or that team, but we can keep it right here where it's at. The sports. No, it don't go no further than the sports. We ain't here to attack nobody. We ain't here to do none of that. We're gonna keep it on sports. If y'all wanna have the argument, we can argue about WWE or something like that.
The argument is wrestling a sport?
Is entertainment.
WWE a sport?
No, it's entertainment. It's entertainment. Like,
they definitely have skills though.
Yeah, that we don't take nothing from them, but we also know it's entertainment because they do get injured.
They have injuries.
They do athletic things, but for everybody want to say it's scripted, okay, y'all can say what y'all want, but those injuries ain't scripted.
It's risky entertainment.
Right. And that's exactly why for us it's a part of the show. We do talk about boxing. We do talk about UFC. We talk about a lot of things. We talk about anything that you guys want to talk about. Somebody asked me in the back chat, yo, you want to talk about college? I can talk about college. What y'all want to talk about? College football? We can do that. I know about the
That's too
playoffs
much to
now.
keep up with.
It is, but that's what I tell people. If y'all want to talk about it, I will do the best that I can to keep up with it. I mean, I keep up with it a little bit, right? I could tell you about this one. I could tell you about the Heisman Trophy runners right now. We can have that conversation. I know about the kid in Miami. I know about
They're
all of this stuff.
the next NFL stars.
Yeah, so those are the ones that you got to keep track of, because whoever winning the college football championship, that team is going to get a lot of people coming up to the next level. So it's important to understand who's coming from where. Just like NXT, we going to watch NXT because we know NXT, the next step up is WWE, right? So we understand where the pipeline is coming from. So we going to keep abreast to what's going on. Just so they may be new to y'all, but if we telling y'all who these people are before they get up there, you know who they are. We're keeping you abreast. We updating you, keeping you informed about who may be coming up or who may be coming down, be leaving or whatever the case may be. You know, just like when we talk about the matches that may be coming. You know, Word can't stand when I do it, but I'm like, yo, he gonna lose the belt. Why you do that, man? Nah, I can't watch it now, Jay. You know, but it's just to keep everybody updated about what's going on. You know, but that's what we're here for. We're here to have the conversations about sports. On this particular page, we ain't talking about nothing but the sports.
Friendly
Entertainment.
banter.
Yes.
No one
Friendly.
really gets upset.
Yeah.
We talk shit, but
if you
nobody
want to,
really gets upset.
yeah, what she said. Because if you want to get upset with the team that you pick. Like right now, I know people are dogging me. They see my profile. Look, the Jets is trash. The Mets just lost. The Knicks is already losing. So I don't care. But I'm gonna stick with the teams that's my teams. But I'm gonna be open and honest with those, right? I came on the show. I came here every week. Every week the Jets lost. I would speak about them if the game was important. For example, today's game was important because they was playing a division leader. When they played the Vikings and lost, they played a division leader. I spoke about that. You understand? Like it don't matter about it's about the importance of the game, the importance of the sport, whatever it is. I will talk about them. Like the Mets. The Mets lost to the would-be champions. I had to speak about that. I had to say, hey, listen, the Dodgers came out, they whooped them. I'm gonna be open and honest. Every time the Jets lost, I came up here. I spoke about it. Why? Because the game must have been important. And that's going to be a topic anyway. Well, Aaron Rodgers was supposed to come and save them. Aaron Rodgers didn't do his job. That's just the bottom line. Today, he did enough to win. To me, he's still not doing his job. And it's not because they're 3-6. It's just a simple fact. That's just what the record says, that he ain't doing his job. They're supposed to be contenders. They're not there. So whatever it is, we're going to have a conversation. We're going to shoot the breeze. Y'all want to have the boxing conversation? Oh, you think this, like we had that conversation. We thought somebody got robbed. I forgot who it was. We had that conversation about boxing. We have it all here at sports chat with Mr. 33. Why? Because we could have that chat. It's a safe environment for you to have a conversation however you want to have it, when you want to have it. You can have it here. You don't need to wear. We can have it right here on this channel. And even as this thing grows, you guys will never be forgotten. You guys have been here from the beginning. So don't think you will be left behind. We all going on this trip together. We ain't got to be those big name people. We ain't got to be the Shannon Sharps. We ain't got to be the Nightcap and all that. We ain't got to be the Pivot and all that. We are just regular people having regular conversations about the sports that we love, whether it's baseball, football. Baseball is over, so we ain't talking about baseball till sometime in spring. But we got basketball starting up. We in the middle of the football season, and boxing and wrestling and whatever else is available. We spoke about the WNBA. We covered them from the time I came on. We spoke about them. We spoke about the Caitlin Clark scenario. We spoke about the Vegas, the Aces trying to three-peat. We congratulated the New York Liberty. We spoke about the controversy of Game 5. We spoke about every subject possible just to give everybody an equal shot. All right, Commander, I'll see you in a minute. But at the end of the day, we're going to have that conversation. Whatever it is that you guys want to talk about, we are here for you. We want to have this. We want you to have a safe environment to have a sports conversation, whether it's a Thursday night, a Sunday night, a Monday night. Now, for NBA, it's going to be a little bit hard because I don't know if you guys want to have that conversation every night. But if you want to have that conversation every night, we will have that conversation every night. You want to talk about what Kevin Durant is doing. You want to talk about the hot start by the Boston Celtics. You want to talk about the Cavaliers flying under the radar with their 4-0 record over the first week. We can have that conversation. We can have whatever conversation you want to talk about. Just let us know what it is. We will do the work and we will have a conversation. We will allow you to come up on the panel, speak your piece. If we disagree, we should, at the end of the day, we're going to agree to disagree, and we're going to keep it going. Everybody's not going to agree with certain teams. Everybody may not agree with certain concepts, right? So it's okay, but we're having the sports conversation. And the fact that we're having the sports conversation, it's available to everybody. So with that being said, as I already suggested, if you do want to pick this week's NFL games, feel free, put it on the community wall. I will add your name to the list and give me the teams that you want to pick. You don't have to pick them all. Just pick what you want to pick. But if for me, I pick them all. So that way my list, I can have a record of totality. We did have we had a scenario when somebody won because they picked one more game, but the percentage of the wins by the other person was better than the total of wins. So I gave them all credit for y'all both win. You understand? But I would rather you pick them all so that way there's no dispute. If you go 11, if you go 10-4. And the person goes 9-5, there's no disputing that there. Now, if y'all both go 10-4, y'all co-winners, of course, because there's no ties. Well, if there's a tie, then we have to figure that out. We'll go this, and that. But at the end of the day, I'd rather you pick them all. So, but with that being said, I truly appreciate everybody stopping by. I don't think I'm going live tomorrow because there's no sporting event as far as the actual sport. I mean, we got basketball, but we have not started the basketball conversations yet because I watch it, but you know what I mean? But if anything happens, I will post it on the community wall. If anything happens as far as, the entertainment portion of the WWE full roster or full pay-per-view event, I'll post that so everybody knows what's to be coming up Saturday. I think it's at 1:00. But we're here for you guys. That's just the bottom line. We could talk about sports all day, all night, but we're here for you guys. So with that being said, I truly appreciate everybody stopping by. With that, Mr. 33 signing off. I'm out.